All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Gosh, I'm so late every night, man. 12 minutes late tonight. I mean, it's better than it's been, but that's so sad to say that. Oh man, I gotta start getting back to being on time. But anyway, what's up, everybody? Let me get a tweet out nice and quick so we can get started. Man, the crazy thing is I was gonna be an hour early tonight. I was thinking about it at least, and then I didn't. So yeah. Anyway, let's get the tweet out. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Let me see. What should I say today? Actually, oh no, I was thinking about something earlier. I'm gonna say what I was thinking. That's all Twitter is, man. You just put it out there in the world, tell the people what you're thinking. Dearest Marvel Champions. Listen, I promise I'm not high or anything, but where do teeth come from? How do they know? Actually, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yes. Oh no. Leave. Okay. Okay. Tweet. James. Sending over a buck. The Shed also sending over a buck. So close, Shed. So close. But this one goes to James.
Man loves beans.
Stop. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. That was stressful. Going for the slap was stressful. Go Avalanche hockey. Yeah. Don't even care I didn't get slapped. Yeah. Peanut also sent an over buck saying slap? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Peanut, I'm so sorry. You just missed it, dude. You unfortunately just missed it. The slapping. It went to James. But thank you, dude. Thank you, all three of you. Let's get this party started, hey? Sup, Brain? What up, Easy? Rank 3 Howard guy checking in. What up, Thomas? Safe to say, I'm ready to mash. Yeah, dude. Prestige should go up over 11,000 Monday. Nice, dude. You tell the devs a goofball pops in your stream that already has a rank 3 Howard? No. I did not tell. I mean, wait, can I somehow take credit if I say yes? But no, man. No, I haven't. They probably know. They probably know. They probably have the stats. They're like, dude, this one guy actually took Howard to rank 3. We gotta fix this. No one was supposed to rank up Howard. Let's buff this duck. Let's buff this mother ducker. But yeah, anyway. Let's get into the arena. I did a little bit of arena grinding today. So this round I'm gonna really try. I don't know how well it's gonna go, but at least for the time being, I'm gonna try my best to be a little bit more on it with the grinds. Because I've been slacking for far too long, man. I need to get these units up. And I know that probably sounds crazy. Some of you are like, dude, you got 30,000 units. What the F you talking about? But I need more, guys. I need many more. James, seeing it over another bug, saying, did you hear about Nova's Prestige? Yeah, it's staying exactly the way it was. It's not moving. There was a bug. They already corrected it on the forums. So yeah, it'll be same as it always has been. On Mothers and Nova 5. Thank you, dude. Saying Venom the Duck fact. Venom the Duck once slapped Galactus across the galaxy. That is how the Big Bang started. Wow, dude. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Also, took my 5-star Doom to rank 3. Tiger's getting mad at me. Aw, dude. How dare you? How dare you? That's a good Venom of the Duck fact. I didn't even realize. Dude, of course. Of course. I mean, listen. I knew that Venom of the Duck could slap Galactus around. I think we all know that. But I didn't realize that that was actually what started the Big Bang. What up, Star? As long as the sound effects don't change. Oh, man. That's the part I'm kind of worried about. I'm looking forward to playing New Howard. But I don't know about them sound effects, man. Did you just start? Am I early? Yes, I did just start about 5 minutes ago. Afternoon all. What up, Ms. Jane? PG, how to get good at this game? There's a lot of things that go into this game. If you're talking about like how to get better fighting, I would highly recommend checking out a video over on the Dork Lessons channel. You just type into the YouTube search how to parry like a boss. I always said ninja, but it's like a boss. How to parry like a boss. And yeah, man, that's the first video that you need to watch. From there, you know, you can get better at this game just through playing over time, just trying to work on the skills in that video, and you'll pick up some other videos here and there that'll help you out. Ask questions during live streams if you have more specific questions to ask. And just try your best to not let your rank up resources go to waste, kind of thing. That's the part of the game that it's not as easy to, like, this game's complicated on many fronts. But at least I feel like at least in like from a fighting standpoint, you could say like, okay, this is how you parry. Now go parry. And it still might take you a little time, but other things of like, okay, this is the best way to use your rank up resources. Now you do that. I feel like that kind of comes with time, just because everyone's rank up resources are different and stuff, so not so easy to explain, but hopefully that helps a little bit at least. I changed some keycaps on my mechanical keyboard today. 'Twas fun, and I get why Pete is hooked on it even more so now. Oh, Star, that's pretty cool. Did you tell Pete? Did you send a picture his way on Twitter? Because he'd probably love to hear that. Oh, son of a... You're still dead, Doom. I was kind of bummed. Have well, I got a new keyboard not too long ago, like a couple weeks now or something like that, and I have the silent red switches just because I really like to keep things as quiet as possible. And no one really said they heard my keyboard before until just last night. Someone was like, "What is that noise?" And I'm like, "What noise?" And they basically, you know, determined it was my my keyboard. I was like, "Ah, dang." I was hoping nobody could hear that. You know, like through my microphone. Cadence, and over 3. Thank you very much. Saying thank you for your videos, man. The best there is. Oh, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Man, speaking of videos, though, I guess not too many people liked the video I posted today. Or at least nobody, well, fewer people felt like clicking on it, that is. I guess that's my sign to leave that topic alone. No more ghost videos. Compared to my other ones. YouTube, like, they keep track. They tell you, like, ranks for the videos that you upload. And this one performed pretty poorly. But oh well, I still had fun making it. But yeah, Caden, thank you again for the 3. He did see it on Twitter from my old Twitter account. Aha, okay, nice. Another Duck was a beta tester for Red Dead 2, but he had to quit because the mountain lions and bears wouldn't attack him. Ah, jeez, dude. When you're too strong, comes a downside. Alex from sending over to, thank you, dude. saying check Twitter, please. Sure. Ooh, what do we got on the Twitterverse? Ooh, dude, nice, man. Knocked out another 2 quests, I see. 2 more to go to be done with 6.3. And then you're on to the Grandmaster chapter, at least. Nice, dude. Keep it going, man. Keep it going. Brian, it's weird not saying BG, huh? Anyways, Twitter, please. MSD, what's up, dude? Sure. See what you got in the Twitterverse as well. What is it? So I ranked up a certain champion today. Oh, that is Professor X, I believe, right? Yeah. Yeah, those look like the the raining downs of a Professor X special. Dang, dude, that damage. Crazy stuff right there, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. Hey BG, do you have those hard days outside the game, and as a result you struggle inside the game? How do you deal with that? I mean, everyone has hard days outside of the game, yeah. This is just a game, though. Just keep that in mind. You know, like it's real life is what's important. The game is just for fun. So. Like, I don't know. I don't know the right way to put it into words, but like... Don't worry about struggling in the game, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. You know? Like, it's... Don't worry about it. Allow yourself to struggle. It's just a game. Just have fun with it. BG, you ever worry that your hair is growing inwardly with how much you shave it? No. I actually didn't shave my hair today for the first time in a few days. I don't know if you guys could tell. Probably not. Since it only grows like a millimeter a day or whatever. But it was feeling kind of like rough, like I was getting some kind of like razor burn type stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me give it a day. The package for that razor said like, you know, it could take your skin like 2 weeks to adjust or something like that. So yeah, I'll give it a 1 day off. In order to use suicides, you need suicide-friendly champs, willpower, recovery mastery. Yeah, if someone's asking about the suicide masteries. Think you went wrong when you did math in that video, BG? You think that's why people didn't tune in? It's because of the math? Or are you saying my math was wrong? Because the math is definitely right. I double checked it, but yeah, I know not everyone's into the math. But oh well. Haven't watched today's video yet. This stream is usually my first time on YouTube for the day. Fair enough. Also, though, I you know, I go into certain videos knowing that they're not going to be for everybody. So this is why I used to try to ignore the numbers as much as possible, and I still do whenever I upload videos, because I know, you know, certain videos are going to resonate with some people and other videos are going to resonate with others, and you know, that's fine. But I don't know why I felt inclined to share that today. I guess like this is the type of video that I found to be more interesting. So I was surprised that fewer people found it interesting, but you know, it's all good. Today was Good Friday. I didn't check YouTube all day. Could be a reason for dipping views. Give today's video time. Don't be so grim. We'll hear lovely content. Oh, well, thank you. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Huh. You mean people do things outside of the internet? I watched just as much YouTube today as I did any other day. But oh well. I watched it. Don't really understand why you wouldn't use suicides with the Ghost Odin team, though. Still nearly double the damage. Oh, no. I mean, if you run suicides, you... like, yeah, you still gain a ton of damage, of course. I'm just saying, if you're unable to run suicides, you know... Like, that wasn't really the point. It was just I was just trying to show that regardless of your setup, you're going to gain a lot of damage. I think this is probably where I went wrong. And, oh man, all right, we'll stop talking about it after this, because it's really not that interesting of a subject, to be honest. But what was I gonna say? I guess the reason why I made it is because there were, like, you know, a lot of comments on previous videos, and then other people started making videos where they were saying, like, oh yeah, it doesn't really matter, it's just Ghost doing more damage and stuff like that. And I guess that's why I want to show the numbers itself, is because it was like, but it is a big deal. What are you guys talking about? But oh well, it doesn't matter. Like I said, really doesn't matter. I didn't mean for it to come off so complaining. Buckeye fans, sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying BG, I'm getting close to finishing Labyrinth. Just curious if Aegon can do the Electro fight. Will I die from the Electro's static damage? I believe he can do it if someone else can just confirm that they used Aegon through that fight. But I'm pretty sure Aegon could do every single fight in Labyrinth, is what I've been told. I think you will still take a little bit of damage from Electro every time you, like, don't crit, because I think your crits only make the ability accuracy reduced for the next, or something like that. But, you know, virtually all of your hits are crits, so I believe you're good. You can... okay. Alright, yeah. We good. Can you get a quick explanation for the numbers in the bottom left? Those are the estimated cutoffs for the champions in the arena. The numbers corresponding to the champ they're next to. And there's two numbers for Massacre because it's the 5-star and 4-star numbers. Always go higher though, because they're just estimates. The Agent Carmichael sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. See where yours is at. Here we go. ABG, you excited for the new variant? I'm predicting Kabam screwing us with his stun immunity node on a boss, knowing there aren't many evade counters when you put class restrictions. We had something like that before. That was in variant 2, actually. Where we had stun immunity, because there was XL champions. So it was like stun immunity, and it was one of the symbiotes that has like a ridiculous amount of evade. It feels like, you know, 50% evade or something like that. And yeah, that fight is, oh man, that fight was pretty annoying. It wasn't even like the hardest fight, I would say, but it was one of the most annoying fights where you could easily just get slapped around a bit, and every time it happened, it was just like, come on, man. Stop evading. But yeah, I am excited for the new variant. To be honest, I'm most excited for the 6-star shards, because I'm assuming it's going to have 5,000 6-star shards, just like the other two variants did as well. So I'm excited for that. All right, MSD also sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. What do you think about Abyss Crossbones? I think he's gonna be... wait, about... Abyss was an autocorrect. Okay. What do you think about Crossbones? Got it. I think he's gonna be pretty solid champ against heroes, kind of like the antithesis of Blade. I think he's gonna be really fun, more than anything. Is this spotlight out, or was there just like leaked info? Man, at this point either way I'm kind of acknowledging that I have the info, but I think his spotlight's out, right? Let me see. Champion spotlights. Aha, here we go. Okay, so what is this, by the way? Oh, the Odin's Gauntlet thing. Oh god, I gotta do the Odin's Gauntlet thing. Maybe Daystream coming up. Okay, so I think he's got some really fun mechanics to him. First off, I like the contempt thing. Contempt is basically, you know how like Magneto has the magnetism. It's like what that is, except contempt is when you're against hero champions, you get a special bonus. So, you know, for example, the special one will give a fury buff always, but then if you're against hero champions, you have this contempt bonus where you're going to gain 2 additional fury buffs. So yeah, he's going to be significantly better against heroes for sure. And then even as a synergy, where is it? Here we go. The contempt bonus is expanded to include any non-villain champion. So that's pretty wild, man. Any non-villain. There's a lot of non-villains in this game, so yeah. That's really good. But here's what I think is going to make him super fun. He has these fury buffs that can stack up, right? And here we go. It's the heavy attacks. So spend 1 fury buff to pause all remaining fury buffs for 5 seconds. That's when you do a heavy. And if this attack intercepts the opponent, which is not very likely, or strikes them while they're recovering from a special attack, that is against certain champions very possible. It does not cost a fury buff. So I think it'll be really fun to try to get like a high score on Crossbones' furies, just like through refreshing the duration of them. They last for, I think it's 9 seconds or something like that. And then I think he has a synergy with Mangog, where the fury buffs gain plus 50% duration. So I think you could do some wild stuff with it. And I think that'll be really fun. GG, is Sig 165 enough for Void? Rank 3. Oh, yeah, dude, that's plenty. Absolutely, dude. 165 is really high. That Void will crush it. GG, I think Kabam will screw us in the upcoming event, not giving shards for us free-to-play players. Maybe. I mean, that's kind of what the Deadpool event or whatever. I mean, did they announce that that's coming? Because that I legit don't know. When they're gonna bring out like the spring cleaning thing, the Deadpool spring cleaning. But last year apparently was mostly spending. I mean, dude, we get a lot of things in this game for free, so I don't really mind if there is an event that's more catered to spending. I do still mind certain things are like completely cut off from free-to-play players, or maybe I shouldn't say completely cut off, but largely cut off, like 6 stones. But you know, anyway. Thought I was watching Scare Cam. Turns out it's just Brian Grant. Wait, what? Scare Cam. What is a Scare Cam? Static. What up, dudes? Stan05 saying, what's up, BG? Love the video today. Champs looking decent. Looking forward to Variant 7. Crossbones plus Odin. First off, thank you, Static, dude. I'm happy that you enjoyed the video. We were just talking about that a little bit before. I was saying I know some people aren't going to be into the video, but hopefully some people liked it. But yeah, dude, like actually Odin and Crossbones, I thought about that too when I first saw this. So just to give some context, you know, the CCP, we get access to the info a little bit early to make videos, right? But we don't get the info that early. I think we just found out about like the Crossbones buffs like yesterday or something like that, you know? But that was one of the first things that I thought of is Crossbones. Not only does he gain a bunch of fury buffs, but he also gains a precision buff with special 3. Now, I don't know if the special 3 is really going to be the way to go. It's kind of hard to say. It's going to take some play testing, because obviously the more he crits, because he can't actually crit, but the more he would have crit, he's going to gain a fury that way. Is that going to be better than just spamming special 1 for the furies? I don't know. But what I do know is that Odin's aptitude affects furies as well as precision buffs. So, you know, he's gonna get like the full value from that aptitude. If you have especially in your case, that because I know you have the 6-star, dude, that's 15% additional attack from all those furies and 15% from that precision as well. So seems crazy. Yeah, like seems like it'd be really fun. That said, I don't know how much I am realistically going to play Crossbones. That we'll have to wait and see once you know, we can actually get our hands on him and play the character and stuff like that. Because I like just trying to imagine where I would use a champion like that the most. I don't know where exactly. There's definitely some good situations where you can shrug off debuffs and things like that, and he might really excel there. The whole anti-crit thing is nice. There's definitely opponents, and I'm sure they're going to add more, where critting them is not actually a good thing, like Mr. Sinister. But today, like in today's game, I'm more so just looking forward to having fun with the champ rather than thinking I'm immediately going to be wanting Crossbones. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, anywho. James sending over bucks saying, B. Daniels. Just B. Daniels? That's the message? What up, B. Daniels? At James BG hates me, but hello. B. Daniels, why would you ever think I hate you? BG, I don't have my cards on YouTube or MCOC anymore. $1. Read my last. I'm drunkish. Oh no. Just got done drinking with Ghost Dog by myself. It was tough drinking for 2, but I managed. What? Drinking for 2. Oh man. Well, it sounds like you had a good time at least. Statics and over another bug. Thank you, dude. And I'm one of the crazy guys who loves Crossbones, so he's awake and at Sig 110 or something already. Oh dang, dude. So you're ready to go, huh? There's a few people in my alliance that are in the same boat as well. Similar boats. They love Crossbones. They've always loved Crossbones. Still to this day, even pre-buff, they enjoy playing Crossbones, and they're psyched for this buff. I think Taters is one of them, so I wouldn't be surprised if Taters gets around to like using. I don't know if he has a 6-star Crossbones or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if he like made some content around Crossbones post buff or something, you know. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I think he is one of the more fun looking reworks that like I just think I'll genuinely have a good time playing the champion. I just don't know if I'll we'll have to see if it'll translate to like someone that kind of makes his way into like a top most used champ, or if he'll just be like pretty damn good but people still use other champs. Like, I guess here's what I'm getting at. He has ways to reduce ability accuracy, but you have to build up some furies, and I know in some situations it's not going to be too bad to have to build up those furies. It's not going to take that much time. But then we have champs like Falcon that you just kind of like dash back, hold block. Would Crossbones take over Falcon's spot, or would Crossbones only take it over in situations where you can't crit, since Falcon is kind of all about those crits now and Crossbones is not? Like, I'm just kind of curious how the two are gonna kind of compete for that spot in the roster. It'll be interesting to see. It'll probably be best for, like, you know, thinking about it from like an Alliance War perspective, for one person to have Falcon ranked up and another to have Crossbones ranked up or something like that. Crossbones could potentially have 100% ability accuracy reduction uptime, even easily to stand against heroes. Fairly, yeah. But there's a lot of nodes that could potentially mess with that too. So we'll see. I will say, like, I legit am more excited to test Crossbones than I have been for a lot of champions that have passed by, so. 500 shards away from my next 6-star. Please give me some bad. Wait. Some bad? Don't you want something good? Or do you just mean you want the shards bad? Crossbones only affects defensive ability accuracy, right? Yes, I believe so, unless they changed it. Should be just defensive. It'd be, oh god, it'd be ridiculously OP. If it was all ability accuracy, that'd be insane. PG, ain't it kind of coincidence? We talked about Nova looking like ass, but playing like a C. Then a week later, oh, okay, looking like an A. Okay, all right. But playing like a C. I just I filled in the gaps and changed that to ass, which also fit. But dude, that is a coincidence. By the way, I did not know that was happening when we were talking about Nova. I did not know that he was getting buffed, because we've been talking about Nova. We've actually been talking on and off about Nova for like a couple of weeks now. I've been wanting to give the champion another try ever since, you know, playing him in the arenas and the arena matches, going decently fast with Nova. It's like, maybe I want to play this guy a little bit more. So yeah, that was a total coincidence. You know, I kind of, it's almost a bad thing, because I kind of wanted to play Nova before he got buffed, but at this point I'm just gonna wait till he gets buffed, of course. Which, I mean, you know, ultimately is good, but Static sending over another buck. Thank you, dude. And really like the last couple of skill reworks. Yeah, it looks like they're putting a lot of emphasis on skill, which is good. They needed it. Crossbones is going to be mad lad when it comes to fighting non-villains, especially. Nick Fury, who? Ooh, dang, dude. Throwing down the gauntlet to arguably one of the best skill champs in the game. I kind of agree, though, man. Fury, I think I would have more fun playing someone like Crossbones. Just like I have more fun playing Kingpin over Fury, too, so. You're right, dude. Nick Fury, who? Falcon shuts down for 14 to 16 seconds. Crossbones can have it active all times for the entire fight. Could is the word. Yeah. You're right. We'll have to see. PG, as I told you, I hate Sentinel. When I got him as a 6-star. Well, I've wanted... Hold on. Hate Sentinel when I got him as a 6-star. Well, I've wanted a good 5-star tech like Guillotine or Warlock, but I got 5-star Sentinel today. I'm very upset. Aw, dang, dude. Also possible new egg with Howard buff. Here's what I'm worried about with the eggs. I feel like his egg dodged the Kabam bullet because they were potentially going to resell the egg after buffing Howard. Whereas the other eggs they're getting rid of, the Venom the Duck versions, they're not really going to be bringing his crystals back anytime soon. So what happens next time they do this, man? Are they actually going to try and take the eggs away? We'll have to see what happens. Anyway. PG, what do you think about a synergy between Unstoppable Colossus, Juggernaut, and Rhino that make them gain an indestructible buff for the duration of their unstoppable buffs? Rhino equals reverse Ghost. Trying to think if that would be too OP. Probably wouldn't be. Because you can't keep the unstoppable uptime up always, right? But you could always charge him with Rhino. But you still have to, like, naturally evade specials, so that's where that challenge still comes into play. I don't know. It could be interesting, I would say, Nicholas. Those champions, though, they need damage, too. So unless they get some damage, like utility kind of buffs like that, they're not going to go as far as they could. So, like, I'd rather see the champs get buffed in some kind of way first, and then maybe add a synergy like that on top of it. Could be really cool. Tweet for Long Island Chug. It's epic. What? You're just gonna down this whole drink? You're a madman, B. Daniels. My goodness. Sir BG the Third, who would you use? I just don't know. In lane 4 in Alliance War to not gain debuffs besides Ghost. To not gain debuff, skill champions are usually pretty good for path 4. We're kind of just talking about them, but like the updated Crossbones could be really good for that path since he's gonna shrug at a really high rate at high sig levels at least. Or Kingpin. Well, actually, no. Kingpin, he has debuffs. It's a bad example. Bad example. Fury is someone who I've used in the past. If you just do heavy attacks with Fury, you'll keep the opponent at a distance. And I believe the way Fury works is when you knock down the opponent, it shrugs off a debuff. Let me just verify that. By the way, I love how Aunt May put Cat's rendition of Aunt May in guild. Let me see. Fury. Go. Let's see. Basic attacks. Yeah, knocking down the opponent purifies Nick's non-damaging debuffs. Yeah, so Fury, he's really good for Path 4. For a lot of it always depends on who you're fighting against, but that's why I've used the most when I've been assigned path 4. I don't take that path that frequently, which is why I have to double check that, but yeah, I only reads my messages if I send money. What? B. Daniels, I just read your message and looked at Twitter and stuff like that, man. You need to take it easy, man. I think something tells me I think you're drunk. You excited for Howard the Duck or Crossbones update just by reading their spotlight? What's your view on them, on whether you will test them first rather than ranking them up? Well, I'm never going to rank up a champion without testing them. So, yeah, I'm always going to test the champ first. But yeah, we were talking about Crossbones a bunch, who looks really fun. Howard the Duck, I'm also really interested in because when we first heard about Howard the Duck, I want to say it was J. Nick who mentioned that they're basically like giving the coward node in the to Howard the Duck, and you guys know I love the coward node, so yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. I have no idea how good the champs are going to compare to like the top level champs in the game, which is why I'm not going to be ranking them anytime soon until I get to play them. But I'm interested to try them both. You can explain the synergy between the champion and Aegon. I believe that one is where Aegon gains more attack based on the size of the opponent, if they're large or XL, basically. I think that's it. What up, Hobbit? How you doing, dude? Sent that prior fellow, Brian. I love you even though you owe me drinks I shouldn't have right now. This is true, man. Should not have those drinks right now. Oh, man. I'm struggling with mental health right now, and streams always help me. Just wanted to say hi. Well, hello. Sorry to hear that, man. I think a lot of people also go through the same thing. But yeah. Of course, that can be tough to deal with, I imagine. Hobbit, you bookworm, smart, butt chub, studying hipster of a man. Oh yeah, I saw you're not going to be streaming for a little while, right, Hobbit? Focused on your studies, which is good. DJ pulled Invisible Woman. Any tips? And should I take her up? Invisible Woman, not many people use her offensively. I think she could be one of the more underrated champs of the game, but realistically, my advice is probably just to rank up somebody else. You know, like you could try her out yourself, but just based on like the fact that very few people actually play Invisible Woman, there's a low chance that you would enjoy the champion. But a low chance is not a no chance, so you know, give her a try. I don't really have much for tips since I haven't really played her all that much myself. But there are some videos out there. Hey BG, happy Easter. Lots of good vibes your way. Right back at you. What champs do you want to see get buffed, or what champs do you want to get added? So many champs I want to see get buffed. Go Fix It, Karnak. What was the one I just said yesterday? Vulture. Iron Fist. There's a bunch. Do you say the synergy helps fighting large? Or the size, like Sentinel? No, it's like the tags. So here, let me actually pull it up on AMA. But it's the champion's tags. So Aegon Synergy with the champion. Aegon gets plus 20% attack rating while fighting larger champions. So like Aegon, his size is medium. And for instance, if we clicked on the champion himself, he's a size large. And then of course there's size XL champs in the game as well. So it just has to do with the way the champion is tagged. And not Iron Patriot? To be honest, I don't know, man. Iron Patriot, I feel like we're getting a new Iron Patriot already, so I have less desire or care if Iron Patriot gets buffed. Obviously, he needs to be buffed, without a doubt. So for that reason, I hope it happens one day. But he's not really the top of my list, no. Gabriel Orozco sending over to saying, can you start an OF? Oh, OnlyFans? No, I cannot. But I appreciate the two. I appreciate that you would be interested in something like that, I guess. So yeah. Goblin with Odin can do a fair bit of work for Abyss clearance. He can take off roughly 3 mil health in any matchup, but he can't handle Abyss entirely. Some of his best fights are Green Goblin, Iron Man, Ghost, and Howard the Duck. How many did you actually, like, did you actually try? When you were in the Abyss doing, like, Path 5, you weren't in there with Goblin, were you? Jared sent it over to, thank you, dude, saying, evening BG, Twitter, please. Sure. Ooh. Let's see what we got here. Of my 5-star Nexus that I got from Cav Crystal last night, I was torn with who to take. Who would you have chosen in this situation? Obviously not Iron Man. Yeah, definitely not Iron Man. Personally, I would have went with Sim Supreme, probably. I'd have to double check your roster and stuff like that to really put myself in your shoes. But I would more than likely go with Sim Supreme. You know, Sim Supreme is less useful if you already have some other Mystic champions. Aha, you did go with Sim Supreme. Sim Supreme's less useful if you already have some other Mystic champions that are using all the time, like Doom, Sorcerer Supreme, Claire, things like that. But even like with all those champions that I just listed, there's certain instances where Sim Supreme just shines so well. Whereas, you know, Guardian, awakening him is important for sure. But he also could use like a lot of Sig Stones. So it's still like a fairly large investment to get him going. Sort of, at least. I always say Guardian needs high skill level, but I mean, the reality is they're mostly defensive bonuses. You could play the champ unawakened too, but he just gains so many bonuses that it's hard to say. Like, I don't know. It's like they took half of Guardian's abilities, all the defensive ones, and just shoved them into his awaken ability. You know? Rather than just giving like a little bonus to one of his things. Anyway. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. Crazy. I think it'd be really surprising how many people would pay for your OnlyFans, even if it was daily update videos of your day-to-day. Haha, for real though. I mean, I still don't know exactly how OnlyFans works. I just know that you guys have told me that there's like nudes there. So, I mean, is that just one small part of it? The same way that... Well, where else can you post nudes? I was gonna say like Instagram, but they probably don't allow that, do they? What is OnlyFans just like completely like subscription based? Is there no like free way to look at content like there is on YouTube and Instagram or something, or what's the deal? Either way, my day-to-day, like you guys are looking at it right now. This is my day-to-day life. I'm just sitting at a computer with a phone in my hand. That's it. It's like social media with smut. Okay, so just combining the two nicely. Okay. Under the bald cap pics. You could share some of those. Yeah. Yeah. You can have it free? Okay, okay. Let's get back to the stream for a quick break and come back to hear this random conversation. Yeah. That's, dude. It's kind of crazy. Some nights it's like totally just MCOC focused. And then some nights they'll just be, I don't know, man, something completely unrelated to MCOC that sticks. And that's all we talk about. Subscription-based thing for exclusive pictures, videos, and yes, the nudes. Mostly 18 plus content, I believe, but some people use it for other subscription content. Okay. Think I would ever pay for that when the internet is free? It's true. I mean, I'm trying to think, because exactly what Hunter said, if someone does have an OnlyFans, I would think there'd have to be someone out there that like they would just try to use that content. I mean, there's probably, you know, probably ways to take it down, just like there is on YouTube. Like if somebody re-uploaded my content, I could get YouTube to take it down. I imagine it'd be a lot easier with something like that for some reason. Anyway, doesn't matter. I've got nothing really to show on OnlyFans, so it ain't happening, guys. Is that Nova Prestige correct? Seems really high. They corrected it shortly after they posted. His prestige is not changing. It was like there was no way that it was gonna be legit. It was like several thousand points higher, I think, right? I don't even remember exactly what it was, but as soon as I heard his prestige is changing, I was just like, okay, yeah, probably not. Hey, OnlyFans BG, I want to see what you're hiding underneath that bald cap. A lot of people do. Maybe you guys will see it one day for free. Just saying. There may be a time. There may come a time. Check Twitter and rate my roster. I think it's coming along. I mean, I'm sure it is. Rating your roster, dude. I'm gonna tell everyone the same thing. And they say rate my roster. You're doing great. Like, I don't even need to look at your roster. It's just progression. That's all this game's about. So, the champs you have now, looking good, man. You got some strong ones. But, you know, as you continue to play this game, things just get better and better, and that's all there is to it. So there's not really much for me to rate. You just kind of keep going. It's the decisions that we make. Those are the things worth rating. Kind of. I don't know. That sounded weird too. It sounded like it was going to be cool to say. It didn't really work out. Is the Squirrel Girl / Sentinel Synergy supposed to work after Apocalypse becomes bleed immune? Seems like it should kick in once it becomes bleed immune champ. Seems like a bug. That's a very specific interaction. I have no idea. I have no idea how it's supposed to work. That might be a bug. Man, I know so few people who actually use Squirrel Girl. She's a cool champ, though. She's another one that I would like to see buffed. Squirrel Girl, that is. I think she was close to being really cool. I think she was fun, but just never really, you know, quite made it as a champ. Can't really compete with some of the top champs. Doesn't really have enough unique to offer. Like, she gains combos faster and even starts with a combo, so technically she can get around things like prove yourself. But I mean, prove yourself. I think I just said perv yourself. Prove yourself is such a rare node to see anyway. Like, you don't need a champion to counter it. You just play through it when you come across it usually. PG is Hyperion IRL. He just wearing a bald cap as his Clark Kent. Dude, you're not supposed to tell anyone that. Now I'm gonna have to change YouTube channels. Form a new disguise. Maybe this time I'll try to look like Pete. Yeah. She was fun for maybe a month, then she dropped off fast. Squirrel Girl, yeah. It's unfortunate, man. I really think she's cool. But yeah. Give her a buff, Kabam. Chris Tackett said it over bug. Thank you, Chris. Where is your last? Oh, Chris, I just read your message. Was there a different message? I just read yours. Maybe you stepped away when I read it. You said, is the Squirrel Girl / Sentinel Synergy supposed to work after Apocalypse becomes bleed immune? Seems like it should kick in once he becomes bleed immune champion. Seems like a bug. I don't really know exactly how that works. It does sound like it could be a bug, but that's what kind of sparked the Squirrel Girl conversation. Is that's such a specific interaction that you're probably the first person that's ever like used that combination of champions against Apocalypse, you know. So I don't know if it's a bug or not. You know, best thing to do is report it on the forums, and Kabam will look into it. And if that's intended, well, nothing will change. And if it's a bug, well, maybe nothing will change still, because sometimes bugs go unchanged for a while, but at least they'll get added to the list of things to fix. Pete looks like he should be playing guitar for a glam metal band instead of doing YouTube. I think that's what he does. I think that's why he doesn't have. That's why he doesn't upload that many YouTube videos. So yeah. To the person who keeps asking me to go check your Twitter to the point where you're spamming it and getting banned on multiple accounts, I'm not going to check your Twitter because you're spamming, man. Being rude to the chat. So come back another day, maybe. But there's no chance I'm going to check your tweet when you're in here just trying to spam. So. Wednesday's BG is going to take off his bald cap and show us that his hair like Fabio. Dude, I think I will. I think I have to, because so many people think I'm lying when I say this is a bald cap. So I think eventually I'm going to have to just prove it to you guys. But might be another day. You know, like, I mean, it's not today for sure. Probably no time soon, but one day. One day maybe. Wasage? Am I saying that right? Is that just sausage with a W? Send it over to. Thank you, dude. Saying Iron Patriot rank up and gameplay soon? Definitely not. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Iron Patriot, he's kind of dookie. I mean, you probably are aware. But yeah, man. If he gets buffed, sure. But as it stands today, there's not really a whole lot of gameplay to be had with that type of champ. I guess he did get a synergy with Red Goblin, though, right? But still not enough for me to care about that champ at all. Let's go look at that synergy real quick, though, because I forget exactly how it's worded. Let's see. Okay. Osborne to be wild. Oh, God. I wish I could boo Kabam right now. Whoever wrote this. Osborne to be wild. Boo. Alright, anyway. So for Iron Patriot, Arc Overload grants a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 300% for 30 seconds. No longer burns out Iron Patriot's suit and can be reactivated after a 60-second cooldown. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a long cooldown. 300% damage can be a lot if Iron Patriot already had decent damage to begin with, but 300% of 0 is still 0. You know, yeah, he needs more than this. It is a really powerful synergy, though. Like, let's say I was on a brand new account. I mean, you got to get him awakened too. That was the problem. But if I was on like a brand new account, I feel like I could actually use Iron Patriot with Red Goblin, assuming I pulled both those champs and somehow awaken Iron Patriot, and probably put in some serious questing work with that team of champions. But yeah, that's kind of a big if, and I'm not going to be playing Iron Patriot anytime soon. But they've counted like 5 accounts, and this was the same guy saying they had mental health issues. They not only spam, but demean people with real issues. I didn't even realize that. Okay. Yeah, that's really unfortunate then, man. Could have been cool. Could have been very welcomed in here. But get out. He isn't a wet noodle, he is a bowl of pasta. Is that a better thing or a worse thing? I can't tell. A bowl of pasta. Does that mean he has the power of many wet noodles? Or... actually can't tell. PG pulled a 5-star thing today. Any tips for him? Thing's a great champ. There's a few different ways to play Thing. I guess my biggest piece of advice is actually to check out a video that Legacy made. He made a Thing 101 video. That's a great starter guide to playing Thing. That's probably the best bet, man, because there are a few different ways to play him. There's some good synergy teams that I recommend looking into as well. Thing plus Champion. If you just search for a video with that, you'll see some of the absolute destruction that someone like Thing can lay down with a full synergy team backing him. Not that he needs it. He's good without synergies as well, but, you know, I mean, who doesn't love making a super powerful team? So, yeah, I would look for both of those things. PG, answer, what are your thoughts as a free-to-play and you are not uncollected? The thoughts on rewards? From what? You gotta be more specific, man. If you're... I don't know what rewards you're talking about for not being uncollected. I would say this, though, in general, becoming uncollected is not paywalled. So if you're not uncollected yet, like... there's really, I don't know, there's not really much to like complain about because you could just get uncollected. And sure, you might not be able to do it like just in an instant the day you download the game. Definitely not, right? But it's something to work towards. And when you get there, then you'll be able to increase the amount of rewards you get. And it makes progressing in the game actually have meaning to it rather than if Kabam just handed you everything without making you go through like certain trials and things like that, then there wouldn't really be much game to it. It's like, of course we all just want everything in this game, but we're playing this game because the game makes us like have to play to get those things that we want. Because otherwise we could just play a fighting game that they just give you all the character, you know, you pay $60 or however much the game costs, maybe some DLC for some additional fighters, and you have everything. And we could just play those games, but what makes MCOC fun is like you don't have everything. And you can't always choose who you get and who to add to your roster. Very few times, in fact, can you choose. And you got to play with what they give you. How to play thing, get hit, 5-hit combo, next fight with the full synergies, yeah. If Iron Patriot shot laser beams from his crotch cannon, I would rank him up to the max. Oh, man. I think a bowl of pasta is better because the bowl itself can hit a lot more than a wet noodle. Fair. Yo, rank 5 Cosmic Ghost Rider or rank 4 Magic Sunspot or Sparky? I would probably rather just have a rank 5 Cosmic Ghost Rider than those other champs, but I also don't know what other champs you have ranked up or the content you're trying to complete, so definitely think about all that stuff before making your decision. But in general, I like to have, if I can get a rank 5, I'd rather have another rank 5 rather than like more rank 4s kind of thing. BG best counter for 6.2.4, Sun Immune Kingpin. I used Stark Spidey for that fight. You don't need too specific of a counter to take down Kingpin. You just don't want to use things that apply debuffs to him, typically. So you want champions that can just hit hard just by themselves without applying bleeds or other debuffs, because that's what makes them really hard. And basically you just want to get him to throw his special ones and then hit him like the Kingpin. He has higher power gain the more debuffs, including his rage, will give him 5% power gain each, and it kind of helps you in a way. It can hurt you if you push him to a special 2. You don't want to do that. But if you bait a special 1, then you can typically just do like a 5-hit combo, and because he gains a little bit more power, he might be ready to throw another special 1. And if he's not, then you just bait out a heavy attack and do that. BG has fans messages you online. I don't use line for stuff like that. If you want to talk, the best way is just during these live streams. Just because it can get overwhelming otherwise. So line chat I use exclusively for alliance chat, and that's it. Occasionally I talk on Twitter as well, but even then there's no way to reply to everybody. So these live streams are the best way. Brian, you call it fun. I call it 217 dual class crystals without pulling Nick, goddamn fury and sadness. Dang, dude. 217. Brutal. Dude, he hasn't popped out of one of those cav crystals that you can pick it up too. Maybe now that there's increased drop rates on them, you'll get a nexus that'll hold them or something. Venom the Duck fact. In a game of darts, Venom the Duck once threw 3 bullseyes. With each throw, he split the previous dart in half. Also, tweet. Dude, that's the... You know what's crazy? There was actually an instance where Venom the Duck was playing darts, and he threw 3 bullseyes with only 2 darts. So, I mean, he's proven himself on the dartboard more than once. All right, let me see here. Which variant should I push next, or wait for variant 7? Also, Tiger over Doom. Wait, which variants have you completed? I can never remember which content people have cleared. Variant 3 would be good with a combination of Stark, Spidey, Stunlocking, and Warlock. Once you get Doom ranked up more... God, Doom actually is higher PI than Tiger right now, huh? That's dangerous. Once you get a couple more Mystics ranked up, though, then yeah, Variant 5 would be really good. The villain in Doom is good for Variant 6 as well. I mean, basically, Variant 3 was the only one that I saw like really good. They have a really good roster for. But I don't know if you've already done that one or not. In general, though, variants 3 through 6, and you know, I'm sure 7 as well, are going to be better ones to target rather than variant 1 and 2. Those should always be like everyone's final variants, just because they're longer and the rewards for them are not quite as good either. You can still do it, like they're still worth doing, but you know. GG, I'm drunk and don't want to sleep. Have you seen my Zone 15 boss with Coward versus Thing? It's absolutely no skill, but it's entertaining. I have not seen that, no. That sounds interesting, though. You know I love a good Coward node. I've pulled a handful of 5-star Nexus and a 6-star Nexus from the Cavs. Still nothing. I'm convinced I'm cursed. You might be. This is my first live stream. I've come to say hello. Well, hello, Piney. Welcome. Mr. Grant, how many daily throne breakers have you saved up? I think I'm at about 160. We can go take a quick look. I might be... It's somewhere between 150 and 160. Because I know I passed 150 a short while ago. Done 1 chapter in 3. Okay. Yeah, I'd recommend keep going in 3. Under Mother. Just make sure to bring that Spidey Stunlock team if possible, you know. Miles and some other tech champs. That way you could just spam L1s. Stun them to death. BG, my 2 6-stars are Warlock from Nexus, Greater Gifting, and Dragon Man. Really happy about it. But how do you like those champs, specifically Dragon Man? Well, I don't have a high-level Dragon Man, so I don't have a ton to say about him. But some of my alliance mates speak extremely highly of Dragon Man. So I know he's good, but I just don't have much first-hand experience. Warlock, however, I use Warlock all the time. And yeah, that dude's sick. A little bit late to the chat. Have we already had the Nova talk? What Nova talk exactly? We've talked a little bit about Nova. His prestige, it was just bugged when it first came out. They updated it pretty quick, so he's not getting a prestige bump, if that's what you mean. And as far as like how good he's going to be post buff, you know, only time will tell. We need to actually play the champ. We'll see. Not all buffs are... ooh, free crystal. I'm up to 690 of those crystals. Nice. Oh, dude, the daily was ready too? Oh, man, thank you for asking, because I don't know how long those crystals were just sitting there ready to be claimed. But I have 159 of them. Let's spin them out one at a time. Just kidding, I'm not going to. I'm not ready yet. Not ready. My game's getting a little bit laggy though, so I think I'm actually going to do a quick restart. Get rid of some of this lag. How long till the crystal cleanup? I'm not sure. Probably only a few more days. But I don't really know. Dragon Man craps all over the champion boss last 10%, does he? I think I remember hearing that. Probably from you. But again, with the lack of Dragon Man personal playing of him, I don't always remember the stuff. Ooh, let me check check AQ. See if old Mikey boy moved yet. No, he didn't move just yet. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna tag him. Just so he knows he's ready to be cleared. I think this is him. Yep. Look at that, man. Going in here with his 3-star Odin. Why did he bring Odin anyway? He told me he brought Odin today. I guess, is that a buffed up lane? I don't know. Anyway. Whoops. Poke. I cannot wait. I mean, Mike is really good about clearing these nodes. And we're on like similar, you know, time schedules and stuff like that. So this variation, this little subsection here doesn't bother me at all. But in other variations, oh my god, is the worst. I'm so happy that this is the final week of dealing with this nonsense right here. Like, I'm looking forward to it so much, man. So much. It's gonna be beautiful. All right, anyway, let's get back to the arena. Are you spying on his alliance mates? Hey, man. It's okay when it's your own alliance mates. All right, let's actually hit the 4-star featured arena. Throw in the 5 stars now. I'm gonna get all the milestones for at least the 3 highest arenas this time. The 2 lower ones, I probably will continue to not do those, but I need to be more consistent with at least getting the milestones of 4-star basic, 4-star featured, and 5-star arenas. Gotta get these units up. Hey, do you know a good place to find gold in-game other than arena? Well, Death Angel, unfortunately, the arena is by far the best method. Not just because of battle chips, but because you're also getting more crystals to open for free. And with those freely opened crystals, you get more ISO. And you could sell ISO, which is a huge source of gold as well. Just carefully managing your ISO. If you're feeding in the wrong class types of ISO, it's way more expensive to level up your champions. So you can be can really hurt your gold supply to be doing that. And also a lot of the solo events, they also come with gold crystals. But once again, the easiest way to score points in those events is typically by, you guessed it, playing arena. So yeah, unfortunately, like there are other sources of gold outside of the arena, but it all kind of, you know, compounds on itself. It starts with the arena. But those are some other things to at least think about. Oh, the incursions, actually. I forget about the incursions. But the incursions is another good source of gold. So could try that as well. Good evening, BG. Ran into Coward and Aggression Regen node and incursions. How would you have dealt with it? Not an easy combo to deal with, but you can still hit the opponent when they have Coward. So you would just try to hit them sometimes to keep the Aggression Regen down and still do a good amount of damage through, you know, tapping the left side of your screen. But that's a tough one to deal with. Is it okay to hire a PI, private investigator, to spy on my alliance mates? Sure, yeah. As long as it's your alliance mates. Like, okay. if you, let's say you're dating someone, generally it's okay to kiss someone on the mouth that you're dating. But if you just found someone randomly, you want to just go up to them, kiss them on the mouth, right? It's the exact same way with your alliance. It's okay to kiss them on the mouth because it's your alliance. Or something like that, at least. I think I got lost, but, you know, basically. Gee, more detailed question. I don't know if you guys could hear Laura. She just opened the door immediately after saying that and said, "Who in your alliance are you kissing on the mouth?" Howard the Duck?
Nope.
You're in my alliance.
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
You sure you're not in my alliance? I could have sworn that was you in my alliance. Well, now that I know, I'll stop. I got busted, guys. Wait, you're not supposed to kiss strangers? Apparently not. I just found out that's a no. Whoops. Always kiss my alliance goodnight. Exactly, Ishuda. It's the polite thing to do, you know? So it's okay to send PIs to investigate your significant other? I mean, that's gonna depend on the situation, but maybe. Might be. I guess it depends on your culture, because some people French kiss random strangers as a handshake with their mouth. What? Who? Is that real? Pete is the prettiest, but I bet Taters is the most open to new things. Wow. How did this... Oh, man. I don't remember exactly how this conversation started. But here we are, I guess. It's probably my fault, but... Oh, man. GG, you know when the next time Kabam will give 20% gold increase? More than likely December. I think they only give the 20% gold boost for the anniversary of the game, which happens early December. Isn't Enzo from Switzerland? I think they greet with a mouth kiss. Do they? Dude, I gotta talk to Enzo and figure out why when we greeted. Never mind. If you were ever going to visit him, you'd need to practice and you better practice with than some of the other bros in your alliance. Oh man, I do want to visit Enzo one day. Not to kiss him on the mouth, but just because, like, if you guys have seen the videos that he posts, he has some like vlog style videos where dude, Enzo is an adventurous person. Like, he's climbing mountains with goats. He went skiing, except there were no ski lifts, so he just climbed the mountain and then skied down it. I was like, wait, what? I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know anyone did anything like this. Ryan, you could practice with your pillow for the rest of your life. Oh, man. Well, guys. Let's see. Laura and I, we've been together for... almost 16 years. We're almost officially together for 16 years now, and it looks like, due to this conversation, I may have to just be married to a pillow now. R.I.P. It was fun while it lasted. Yuki, sending over 3 of them Polish bucks. Saying R.I.P. as your last message, dude. It's like you knew. Laura F him up. Oh man. Well, is there other messages here? Or was it or is that actually the message? Just Laura F him up. I think that was it. If there was something else, I may have missed it. I think that was it. That was the message. Okay, okay. Just double checking. Alright, anyway. BG has been cheating out with his alliance mates for years. Get out of here. These lies. I will not stand for this slander. Time to invest in a body pillow. Oh my goodness. GG, who's more worth a generic awakening gem, a Warlock or Namor, 5 stars? So, Lance, I'm going to take a step back here from your question. And before talking about those two champs, here's kind of a red flag that I'm seeing from this question right off the bat is those champs are quite different from one another. Which means you probably don't need either of the champs awakened at the moment, but you have an awakening gem that you're looking to burn. So typically, when I ask about sorry, I got distracted. Typically, when thinking about who to awaken, like you want to think about the content you're going up against and things like that. That'll be like the indicator. That'll be the best indicator of who you should rank up, who you should awaken, who you should play, things like that. If you are not that far along in the game, I would say then there's not a whole lot to think about. And you generally just play like the champs that are probably a little bit easier, a little bit more sustainable. And in that case, I would say Warlock for like Act 5, for example. Warlock would be the better of the two champs to go with. That said, Warlock doesn't really need to be awakened. Whereas Namor kind of desperately needs that awaken ability. So, and he also needs like a lot of Sig levels. If you have a bunch of Sig stones, then awakening and Sigging up Namor would be the better choice to go with. But let's say you only have the rank up resources for one of these champions right now. What I would do is recommend ranking up Warlock and just saving the rank up resources and other things for Namor for another time. I don't know if that made sense or if I lost you there, but okay, you said Act 5 completed. Okay, all right. So yeah, once you get to Act 6 and the variants, which sounds like that's where you're at right now, you really got to think about the content you're going up against, and you know, like I said, rank up and awaken champions according to that. Invest in champs according to what you need, rather than just looking at, oh, I've got two pretty good champs. Which one is the better of the two? Because oftentimes it's not about who's the best champ overall. It's about who's the best champ for whatever situation you're getting yourself into. What I said still stands, though. I would say Warlock in general is going to be a more useful champion than Namor. But because Warlock doesn't need the awakening as much, I would just rank up Warlock unawakened. And then once you get more rank up resources, if Namor is like the next best champ for you to go with, then you know you could awaken and rank him up as well. And until that happens, you know, just keep saving the gem, because you might naturally dupe the champ, or you might pull another champion that you deem more worthy of awakening and things like that. So I hope that made sense. Hope that helps. Wait. What is June? Trying to follow along with B. Daniels and Laura's saying, but I'm not sure. BG, is it possible to save up the 18k before July 4th, you think? Possible? Yes. But everyone's going to be a little different in how fast they can get units, so I don't know for you specifically. I feel like every time I get to around 2k, I have to spend a few hundred on something or another. And it feels impossible to get to 18k. But what are you spending units on? Because a lot of things you could avoid spending units on in this game. A lot of things that cost units, I would say, are optional. Like, I mean, first off, crystals, totally optional, right? You don't have to buy any crystals ever in this game. And typically they're a poor value. If you're spending a lot of units going through a quest, maybe buying consumables to get through a quest, you don't need to do that. Just, you know, slowly stockpile the revives and hold on to your units. You know, things like that. But let me put it this way. You can... The upper level of, like, the amount of units that you can get from the arena, mostly the arena, a week is about 2,000. So there's still a lot of good time left to get units. Oh, okay. Got it now. Laura just came in. In case you guys couldn't tell. But yeah. You did not accept my request. Did you send a friend request? Well, whatever request you sent, that's right. I did not accept it. There's no request to accept in this game, and like I don't want to do incursions right now. If you're talking about incursions, and I have all friends requests turned off in game, so. Only thing you need to know is you need to check Twitter for me. Respect Laura's late bro, so take shots for him in the month of June. Gotcha, man. What is this? The coward fight you're talking about? Yeah, this is coward. Oh, so you're playing as Thing. Okay, I got you now. I thought you were going up against Thing. Yeah, so eventually you're just not even going to take any damage anymore, right? And you're just going to stand there? Yeah. Dude, this is 10 out of 10 gameplay right here, man. Most skilled gameplay I've ever seen. Oh, man. Dude, you totally should have popped that special 3. You got some of that healing back from adrenaline. Would have been good. It doesn't seem that the game is down, but I've been trying to log in for 20 minutes now. Are you on cell data? There's been a bug recently where if you're on cellular data rather than Wi-Fi, I think it takes longer to log in. I don't know why. I have that issue myself. It doesn't usually take 20 minutes for me, but it could take like 5 minutes or something like that before I can get in. It's so weird, man. Like, you know, whenever I don't go out very much, but when I do, you know, like I'll start up the car and I'll wait for it to heat up a bit. And I'm like, all right, well, let me just, you know, go take care of an Alliance quest fight real quick or something like that before I start driving while the car is warming up. And I can't do that anymore because by the time, like, the car warms up faster than I can get in the game. Is Doom good without signature? Yeah, Doom is good on Awakens. Very, very good. First 5-star is Dr. Doom if you want to check my account. I believe you, man. But congrats, dude. That's awesome. Tweet BG? Sure. What do we got? This is why all crystals should be Nexus. Dang, dude. 6-star OG cap at 660. Ugh. That's painful to see, dude. Whew. Rip. Hopefully you don't dupe that guy anymore. Oh! Wait, what the? I just dropped an anvil on... Rip arena points. I just dropped an anvil on that stupid pig, and somehow I'm the one that died? Come on, man. Hey, is that a pickle I see? Of the super dirty variety? What up, super dirty pickle? Standard 05. Thank you, dude, saying I made another cosmic tier 5 after variant 5. Oh, Arcus, Terax, Surfer, Gamora, all sleeping. So juicy. Love your face. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. Dude, I know you're a big Arcus fan. And apparently Arcus is really good for the Cavalier Monthly. Just to add a little bit more juice to him, you know? I say Arcus, man. Live your dreams. I still haven't really messed with the new Terax, but I actually do like Arcus too. We'll save for 4th of July, but did you hear? They just buffed Cav drop rates. Oh man, that's very true. Get out of my face. The special 3 is probably not going to kill him. Hopefully I don't die somehow by using my special 3 this time. Gamora's awakened. Arcus, I want to. Man, my Gamora's awakened too. Sig 40, but yeah. She's not getting ranked up. Let's just put it that way. What happened? Why you die? Oh, in that pig fight, I died because I had a power sting on myself. So I know why I died. I just, in the moment, didn't think about it. Which was crazy, but yeah. Armor Shatter is still more useful than Terax's guaranteed crits on heavy. Man, I want to know for myself though. Maybe I'll have to test him out. Maybe I'll make some Terax testing content or something like that soon. Because he seems like he could be fun. It's just, I don't know, man. I was so scarred from his first introduction where he was absolutely terrible. So, yeah. I gotta give him a try. Tweet, I got a certain SS that certainly makes up for a Cyclops dupe and Jane Foster. Let me see here. Dude, I can't. Yeah, I can't look at this. This is a YouTube video that you sent over. So I can't watch it. Did you know when starts the Act 7? When Act 7.2 comes out? I don't know. No, nobody knows right now. We're all kind of just guessing, playing the waiting game. Hopefully not too far in the future. Because, yeah, man, like story content. I don't know, man. Story content, it just feels bigger than any other content in the game, in a way, right? Like moving along in the story progression. Even if something like the Abyss is technically bigger, but something like the Abyss happens so infrequently that, you know, waiting a long time between those types of content, it's kind of what we're used to. But story content, it would be nice to get 7.2. And then, of course, 7-3 and 7-4. And by then, probably have rank 4 6-star champs, which will be super fun to mess around with. Still prefer Medusa over Arcus. What about you, BG? They're fun. I think Medusa is better when it comes to completely shutting down robots. And in those situations, yeah, Medusa all day, every day. But I like both champs quite a bit. Arcus is pretty smooth to play. Were you there when Venom the Duck forgot his parachute while skydiving? Remember? The only way he landed safely is because he had enough beans in his pockets to break his fall. Good times. Dude, I was not there for that, man. Oh, man. Please tell me somebody recorded it, because that sounds like a good time. I was not there for that, man. I could believe it, because, I mean, anyone who knows Venom the Duck knows that that guy's holding on to a lot of beans. So, I believe it, but I want to see it. Rank 3 Claire, obviously great for Variant 5 exploration, but you know, super clutch. My 565 Dragon Man. Glad I waited a bit to explore. Demolished it. Nice, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, everyone's... Oh, man. Actually, maybe that's who I should play more with is Dragon Man. Because so many people speak so highly of Dragon Man. He's another one that I just have not really played much of. Hope Variant 7 has 6-star rank up gems, even if rank 1 to 2. You know, it might. I wasn't really expecting any other type of reward other than the types of, you know, the same rewards that we've been getting for the last 2 variants. I was expecting just kind of a mirror image of those. But maybe it would have 6-star rank up gems, a 1 and 2 instead of a 5-star 4 to 5. Possibly. I kind of like I still like the 4 to 5 rank up gems though. Even if 6 stars have kind of taken over, there's still some 5 stars I want to rank up. And it feels good knowing that you could just use a gem rather than actually having to use catalyst. That said, piling up, getting like the same class type of 4 to 5 gem, that kind of sucks. At this point, like once you've already ranked up so many champions, if you stack up, like I had, you know, so many tech rank up gems. They just have a lot less value to them when you get so many of them. Whereas I'd still love to get like a, you know, a cosmic 4 to 5 rank up gem would be awesome, for example. I have 2 cosmics on deck that I want to rank up right now, with Odin taking top priority and then Angela next. I was about to sleep, but then I remembered Red Goblin. Alright, peace, Bean Boy. That's it? Just Red Goblin? Oh, man. Alright, MSD. Later, dude. Someone asked BG if he liked Medusa over any Cosmic who shuts down robots. Hashtag shame. BG, remember Gwenpool for Variant 7 since you forgot she wrecks Void in Map 6. Wait, so do we have info about Variant 7 already? Somebody was talking about it earlier, but I thought they were just kind of speculating. But it's starting to sound like they already announced it? I'm looking on the forums right now. Because I don't even think I mean, you know, as far as I know, there was no info about it in like the CCP, which they don't always put things in the CCP, but I also didn't really hear anyone else talk about it. Did they? Yes, we do. Okay. Hold on, let me go to Reddit actually, because usually Reddit is good about posting stuff like that, whereas trying to go directly to the forums, sometimes hard to find the post. Let me see. Sort by news. don't see it. Maybe I'm just missing it. Oh, star. There we go. Patch notes. Okay. Okay. Oh, so it's just in the patch notes. Okay. Hang on then. Okay. Let's see here. These are the version 30.2 release notes. Here we go. Back issues number 7. Arachnid Action. Ooh, I like the name of that. Okay. Another back issue is on the shelves, this time featuring the classic quest Arachnid Action. Arachnid Action was originally released alongside Miles Morales. Dude, I actually did this quest then. This might be the first quest that I did. So, like, I think my classic is already going to be complete for this, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Features the up-and-coming superhero learning from both his peers and foes, reflecting the lessons learned. This isn't a clue, is it? Reflecting the lessons learned from Miles' counterparts, new global effects in these quests will limit the output of all except hero champions, while also increasing ability accuracy for each hero. Okay. So they just did a villain and then hero variant. Got it. Also increasing ability accuracy for each hero on the summoner's active team. Less heroic champions may enter for synergies and other purposes, but don't expect them to be dealing a lot of damage. Okay. Additionally, each chapter will have class-based champion requirements, with paths designed to both challenge and benefit the champions required to enter. I missed this from Variant 1. I loved this from Variant 1. The game has changed so much that I don't know if it's going to have quite the impact that it did back in Variant 1 when we had so few champions actually ranked up. But I like the sound of that. Okay. Cool. So dang, I can't use Venom for this variant. He's not a hero. Man. What a Venom nerf. That's all that is, guys. Venom, he's only good for like 5 out of the 6 variants, and now it's gonna be 5 out of 7 variants. Ugh. Why do they gotta do this? Krista McNair set it over 25. Krista, thank you so much. Saying loving Venom in variants. Yes. Dude, what is this match right now? Venom on Venom. Just talking about Venom in the variants. And then Krista also coming in and loving Venom in variants. It's just Venom all around right now. How crazy is that? But Krista, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 25. I appreciate that. Did you read dude's comment? I accidentally removed it. BJ opens 6 Nexus and got Ghost, Dr. Doom, and Wasp. Who should I pick? Not Wasp. I don't know who. I don't know who's gonna benefit you the most. I mean, of course, Doom and Ghost. They're both some of the top champs in the game, but I don't know your situation or who's gonna help you the most. You got to think about all that stuff, man. I would probably take Doom. I'd probably recommend Doom for more people than Ghost, but of course, Ghost is insane. Okay, also, I'm gonna time you out. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna time you out for lying, because you said my first 5-star is Dr. Doom. If you want to check my account, and then you left your name, and so you're talking about your first 5-star, and then you're talking about a 6-star Nexus that you're opening up. So I don't believe you, and if you are telling the truth, well, hey, okay, I guess mistakes happen, but something tells me you're not telling the truth. So, yeah. Just asking a bunch of random questions. Seems like you're making up a bunch of stuff, too. Do you want to add memes in videos? Memes are always good. But are you talking about, like, you want to make memes to put in my videos or something? If that's the case, no. Sometimes I add my own, but it's pretty rare. Is Silver Centurion going to be the other Cav champ in the Odin Early Access compensation? I don't know who's coming first. Did they already announce that too? I think there's only one champion that there's going to be Odin compensation for. I think it's whoever comes first. Right, important question. Bean thing emoji when? Hunter, man. Same answer as always. I don't know, dude. At some point. Some point. I'm 7 feet tall and bulletproof. Don't time me out. Doofus puncher. Listen, I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Actually, I mean, maybe my Tommy gun would if you're actually bulletproof. I don't really want to test it though. Is Doom that good? I've been using it. Maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, Doom is that good. He is bonkers, dude. Stat-wise, he's got some of the highest stats in the game, and he could totally control the opponent when you know how to do the Doom rotation. It takes some learning. It's definitely a little bit different than, you know, the way you normally play a champion to do a specific rotation with him. That said, even without knowing the Doom rotation, he's still really powerful. And sometimes, like in Alliance War, I don't really do Doom rotations. I usually just stick to, like, spamming special 1, maybe get off a special 2, maybe get to a special 3, but a lot of it's more even just about spamming special 1s with him. Depending on the matchup, that is. GG, can we start a petition for you to release your Demon Cav video? Please, Abiliaris. I deleted it, man. Ooh, Karate Mike. Looks like he's in action. Oh, he already cleared it. All right, I'll clear the rest of that later. I was gonna try to help him out, but I don't think he tagged me until he already cleared all of it. So we'll do that later. Haley Miracles, sending over a buck. Thank you very much. Saying, where are you at? Oh, here we go. Forgot my password to this account. Long time no speak. Old comment. I have a 4-star maxed out Crossbones and love them. Nice. So I'm guessing you're pretty excited about this update. I think Crossbones, we were talking about it a little bit earlier. You know, like, always want to be cautiously optimistic with these updates, just so that, you know, people don't, like, go and rank up champs ahead of time before the buff comes out, because sometimes people do that and they end up regretting it. So I don't want to say that ahead of time that he's going to be, like, insane or anything, but he looks like he's going to be really fun. And just from a pure fun factor point of view, I'm more excited to play the new Crossbones than I have been for a lot of the other champions that have come out recently here. So just play style wise, trying to get as many Furies as possible. It seems like it'll be a really good time. Like, I suggested this to Kabam when they first, like, told us what the buff was going to be, which again was only, like, I don't know, yesterday or something like that. We didn't find out too long ago in the CCP. They gave us just that little bit of advance notice so that we could make a video if we wanted. But I basically said it'd be fun to have like a summoner showdown style thing where players can just see, like, how many Furies you could possibly stack just for fun. It'd be a good time. Get out of here. Dude, if you guys think about it, Gambit had he was the original slap before Doom came along. You know? But yeah. Looking forward to that Crossbones buff. White Shadow sending over 252 of them Australian bucks. Thank you. Saying, any chance you could check Twitter, please? Sure. Let's see what we got here. Currently sitting on these 2 gems with no one that jumps out. Tried to get Apocalypse or Professor X out of the feature 6-star. Opened about 22 in total and couldn't get either one. Oh, really? That hurts, man. 22 of those feature crystals and did not get either of them. Dang. What's your thoughts on the current champs in my mutant roster if one jumps out at you? Okay. All right, so we're talking 6-star, 1 to 2 rank up gems. You got 2 of them. Your Sunspot and Emma, they look to be rank 2 already, right? Because I was going to say Sunspot is definitely rank 2 worthy. That would have been a good champ to give it to. I think Omega Red is another good champ to give it to. Or could be at least. Unawakened, he's not, his value goes down a lot, and like an Awakened 5-star would be stronger. There might come a time where you could only use a 6-star or something like that, and even Unawakened, Omega Red can actually be pretty strong. Gambit, if you have, let's say, a 5-star Apocalypse, some people really like Horseman Gambit. I'm not as big of a fan, so for me, I wouldn't be too quick to feed him the Awakening Gem either, but just throwing it out there that some people do like that. Havoc is kind of interesting, but maybe not interesting enough. Kind of same thing with X23. So yeah, man, like Omega Red, he's, for me out of this list, probably the standout. But I don't think there's anything wrong with just holding on to these gems. Like, you know, Apocalypse, there's so many good mutants, right? So Apocalypse, Archangel, both of the Magnetos, Colossus, Namor. There's so many good mutant champions that are in the pool that if you just keep popping crystals, you'll find a way to use these gems. And I wouldn't be super quick to just burn them on some champs just because you got them right now. Those gems still represent a lot of value, you know. We're talking 3 tier 5 basic, and keep in mind, like 6-star champions, dude, they're gonna be here for a while, for like years still. Think about all the mutant champions that could come out, you know, a year or 2 from now, and you pull them out of a crystal, and now you want to get them up to like rank 4 or rank 5. You know, even just having a gem like that, you probably will use it before then. But I'm just saying, saving it is not really a bad idea until you get someone that you're really happy with. So I'd probably keep saving if I were you. But those things are my thoughts on it, at least. And yeah, if Sunspot wasn't ranked 2, he would have been a pretty obvious choice. But since he is, probably good just keep saving. All right, Hellboy sent it over 5. Thank you, Hellboy, saying, hey, BG, recently got a 6-star Silver Surfer. Is he any good? His claim to fame is mostly just prestige. He's good in other situations too, but not like insanely good. Oh no, did I just die? I think I'll survive this, right? What was I gonna say? He's got some like immunities. Some people like to use him in Alliance Quest, but for the most part, he's really all about that prestige. So more than likely, you're gonna have stronger cosmic champs to use than that Silver Surfer. At least for most people, that's how it works. But great pull. Like Silver Surfer is one of the highest on my list of champions that I want to pull myself. So. Chris, Senator Buck, what's up, Chris? Saying, hello, BG. I just got shafted after finishing 7.1. Nexus gave me a choice of Awakening Phoenix, adding levels to Thor Fraggle Rock, or a shiny brand new Joe Fixit. Dang, dude. Joe Fixit's got to get buffed sometime soon, right? Did you take Joe Fixit or did you take Prestige? Oddly enough, I would have loved a crystal like that because, God, I want the Prestige. But let me see. Okay, I don't see a follow-up comment from me yet, but I am curious who you selected. Hellboy sent over another 2 saying got that 6-star silver server from a daily cosmic nexus. Oh, dude, nice. I bet that was a unexpected surprise. A very welcomed one at that. Congrats, dude. Sick. If you have 2 gems and an Omega, let's not get carried away with saving. Sort of. I mean, it's like I said, if you already had a 5-star Omega or something like that, though, like, you know, I have a rank 3. Let's put it this way. I have a rank 3 Sig 40 Omega Red. I don't use him. The most use I got out of him was the gates in 7.2 actually, and I'm sure at some point I'll make use of them. But the point is, you don't need to be too hasty with those gems. They're not expiring. So, what do you think about Howard's buff? Because I'm really confused about it. Looks interesting, but you know, we gotta wait till it actually comes out. Superman sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, I'm a veteran at the game, but never touched Labyrinth or Abyss. I have no rank 3 and also have my first mutant tier 5 class Catalyst. Just want to do, I want to do Labyrinth and Abyss. In this situation, should I go for Strife 6-star? I don't think so. This is kind of a multi-part answer that I have to give here. So, Strife is good for Abyss, and of course Labyrinth as well. If you're good for Abyss, you're probably good for Labyrinth. You know, but Strife is good for both of those. But how can you actually go for Strife right now? Featured 6-star crystal. This featured 6-star crystal is not very strong, and it's really hard for me to recommend nearly anyone going for it unless you know. I mean, there's certain situations where it could make sense, but for most people, it just doesn't make sense. You're paying such a premium to still only have a 1 in 24 chance at getting the champion that you want, and it's just too low of odds. Like, could it work out? Yeah, you could pop 1 crystal and get Strife and be good to go. But like we were just talking about a situation where, you know, someone has the 2 of these mutant rank up gems, and they popped open 22 of the last featured crystal that had Professor X and Apocalypse in there, and got neither of those champions. We all see the times where people get lucky, and those kind of stand out in our mind, but there's a lot more situations that are like this where people don't get the champs they're going for. And there's so many good mutant champions in this game that you'll make use of that tier 5 class Catalyst one way or another. I would recommend popping open 5-star dual class crystals for Aegon and Strife. If you don't have either of those, they're in the same, you know, skill and mutant, and a 5-star will do just fine in Labyrinth and Abyss. You don't need a 6-star for it. It's nice to have, of course, but yeah. The only gems I totally burn are the old year specific ones from variants. Don't care to wait for a buff between Iron Man, Iron Patriot, Ultron. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. The year-based gems, yeah, I burn those things too. Scott sending over $1.50. Thank you, Scott. Saying just opened 2 6-stars and got Sasquatch and Rhino. Actually happy about both of them because they're both new. Okay, nice, dude. Sasquatch in particular is great. Rhino, I'm happy that you're happy because most people would not be happy with that. But I'm in the same boat, dude. If it's a new champion, like I don't really mind. You know, first time pull is good. First time awakening, okay. It's after that it becomes a real problem. You know, like Sig 40 Rhino is just like, let me not even think about that. Feels bad, feels real bad. Understand that, and it's a valid argument. However, I have a max 565, and I still took my 6-star to rank 3. He's Sig 172 currently. There are a few champs worthy of the redundancy, but he is one, I feel. Oh, yeah, I totally agree. If you can get... something on my... yeah, like a smudge on my head or something. What the heck was that? Anyway, I totally agree. If you can get the champion sigged up that high, yeah, absolutely. So many options to clear the easy path of Labyrinth based on where his account should be. Why not go with that first? Yeah, I agree. Did you just awaken my 6-star thing? Nice. And his protection is a lifesaver, absolutely. Question is if I should worry about ranking him up over rank 5-star Stark Enhanced and Hyperion. All three of those champions do very different things in this game. I don't know exactly where you're at or what you currently need. All three of them can be worth ranking, though. You just got to think about the content you're looking to go through right now. And just remember, like, you know, this is just a start. Like, picking one of those three champions, it doesn't mean that you can't ever rank up the others. So... thing is insane and totally worth ranking up as high as possible. But if you could benefit more from a Hyperion or Stark Spidey right now or something like that, then just hold off on ranking up thing. But I don't know your full situation to be able to tell you exactly the best way to go right now. Haley Miracle saying, specially made a Twitter to show off my team. Okay, thank you very much for the buck. Let's see what we got here. Hang on. Here we go. Actually, hold on. Let me go back to this screen. It's easier to look at Twitter on this one for some reason. Okay, I want to show off some of my team because I think they're awesome. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, got the 6-star Gamora, just like I do. Ooh, got that 5-star Doom in there. Nice. Got Warlock ranked up. Good. Same thing with Venom. Happen to see a Stealth Spidey in here who some people like, but can't say I'm his biggest fan. Ooh, if you can get this Magneto ranked up, this Magneto will take you places. Basically, this Magneto and Doom, just the fact that you have those two champs, if you can get them as ranked up as possible, like, you're good to go. I skipped over Emma and Spider-Gwen too, but of course they're good. Kingpin too. Yeah, you've got some good champs. Oh, you have the 5-star Warlock too. Okay. So yeah. Get him ranked up too. Nice. Yeah, you've got some good champs. That's awesome. Keep it going. Got a lot of champs that you can rank up, which is always good. And at the same time, like, who do you go with first, you know? But that's good. I never use my thing offensively, but I do stick him on D. Plus, when I'm rocking my Fantastic Four team, which I have 3, 4th, 6-star. I don't use thing too much offensively these days either, but I do bring him to war sometimes. I'd say maybe about 2 to 3 wars a season. I end up using thing offensively, not for synergies, like just because I need to use them in fights. Hellboy sending over the 2 saying, great content, BG. Kinda drunk right now. All right, man. Feeling good, I see. Well, thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate it, dude. Is Abby Doe? I don't see Abby Doe streaming. I think I saw someone in the stream maybe make a comment about him. Oh, here we go. Work be kicking my ass. I'm going to take Zoe out. Then I'll start up a stream at about 10. For anyone who's interested, cheers, Baldy. Okay. All right, so Abby Doe, he's going to be streaming, but his stream's not up and running yet, so I don't have a link for you guys just yet. But if you guys do want to continue the party, Intoxicated Gamer on YouTube. But I'm going to head out for the night. Shout out to Krista McNair for being tonight's biggest D. And thank you to everyone else. Sent over a little something and just for hanging out. It's fun as always. And yeah, maybe I'll do a day stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm tempted at least. I got to catch up with the side event quest. So maybe see you guys tomorrow in the daytime. If not, I'll be back at night. But yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.